heart is hollow, I don't mean to disappoint. Shooting for the stars and gassing bitches on the gram is how a boy becomes a man. I guess I'm buoyant as a boat. Floating like a butterfly, you got me on the ropes. I'm trying to dance so we can play it.
Yeah, it's your boy Amp Poe checking in, man. Eastbound Pro shit right here, you dig? Oh, and Anthony, man. I'm here to talk about why I love this song. You feel me? Y'all heard it, man. Nothing Matters by Vince Staples. Okay? Now, the reason why I love this song, man, is because... Here to play, man. We just had to let the, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Paper Planes, y'all, on some Wiz Khalifa shit, you dig? The reason why I love this song, man, is because, well, let's just get into Vince Staples first. Vince Staples is one of my favorite artists. He's one of the most consistent artists of this generation, you feel me? And he's from the West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Cali, you feel me? So everything he talks about, his lingo, his swag, the messages that he talks about, his sense of humor, everything, I connect with it so much, you feel me? And he's not even that much older than me either, so he just reminds me of like an older cousin, you dig? So that's kind of my spiel on Vince Staples. I've loved every single project that he's ever put out, you know, feel me? I've been a fan since Shine Cold Shane 2, feel me? The second mixtape, second installment of that mixtape series, and we're gonna get into that. So that mixtape is one of the reasons why I love this song, Nothing Matters, off Dark Times, because if you're really a fan of Vince, when you listen to Dark Times, man, it almost seems as if he was trying to cater to every single fan, you know, every single fan of his music from every era of his discography. I could be wrong, but I really think so, yo, because like I said, I'm a fan, so I look at everything. I look at every little thing that he does, right? Like I follow him on Instagram. He posts a lot of his old music too, and it always makes me think like, okay, you listen to yourself. Like, all right, cool. Like, are you studying yourself, or are you just posting it because you like that song? You dig? I don't know, but what it really makes me think of is that Vince has vocally said that his music in the past, he wasn't really a fan of it per se, you know. He liked little things, but he said it took him a long time to figure out what the fuck he was trying to fucking do, you know. Like, because he didn't grow up wanting to make music, so everything that he did, we really watched him grow up in front of our eyes, you know. Down to the interviews with Odd Future, with Mac Miller, everything, you know what I mean. From every album, he has grown, every single album, and he's always said that he's always going for something specific, and that he never really knows if he ever will reach that, you know. Just like any artist, that's what we try to do. We try to aim for something, but we try our best, you know. It's kind of impossible to ever really fully go for what you're trying to go for exactly, you dig? And he figured it out on Dark Times, yo. You feel me? Because the Ramona Park, you know, Broke My Heart, Ramona Park, you know, feel me? That album, that's really when he, well, actually, no, before that, the Vince Staples, that is when he really figured it out. He figured out the raps, right? He was more melodic with it. He was more straightforward with it. He was just, the stories were just general, for a general public can understand. He wasn't going so specific like his past project. He's really talking about those Long Beach stories, you feel me? And when it came to that Vince Staples project, he really found the perfect medium. And he said it too in a bunch of interviews where he said, people would ask him like, yo, you got all these crazy stories, why don't you put in the music? And he said, I do talk about the music, y'all just like, are y'all not listening? But it really wasn't that. It wasn't that we weren't listening, or per se we weren't hearing it, you dig? We weren't hearing it because he was talking about it in a certain way. I mean, I always understood it because, you feel me, I'm from the West Coast, so like I understand that shit, you know what I mean? I understand what he's talking about and whatnot. Maybe not fully everything, but for the most part, I do understand what he's talking about, you dig? And Vince Staples, on that Vince Staples project, he just pretty much dumbed it down, you know. And dumbing down is not a bad thing, you know. Dumbing down is really actually smart, because you make it digestible, you dig? So that's what he did on that Vince Staples project, right? He continued that onto Ramona Park, where he doubled down even more on some, like, this is straightforward as can fucking be. I'm making the best music I can possibly make. It's gonna be straightforward, everyone can understand it, and that's what it is, you dig? And he honed in on it even more on Dark Times, yo, because Dark Times is so short and concise, and he hit every single target on that fucking album, yo. We even got a new style from him on Black and Blue, on Government Cheese, you know. Government Cheese, he samples Blue Suede, you know, his first big hit, really. You know what I mean? That's a mosh pit song for him, you know what I mean? That's a crowd favorite. He gotta perform that. Yeah, like I was saying, like on Blue Suede, like he samples Blue Suede on Government Cheese, you feel me? But even that song, that's a new style, bro, that we ain't never really hear him do like that, because he was like damn near whispering, singing on the fucking track, you dig? Like, but like, you see, he's like I've been saying in this video, he's been building every single project, you feel me? Paper Planes, man, shout out to Wiz, come on. But like, that style, this whole melodic singing, whispering, he kind of started doing that in the Vince Staples album, you know, but Dark Times is where we really got that new style. To me, as a fan, that was a new style for me, right? So we got those like something new from him in those songs like Black and Blue, Government Cheese, and then something. What other song does he really rap like that? I would say Radio to an extent. He's kind of doing that too. He's not really melodic. He's more so rapping. He's more rapping on that, and you know. But it's a mix of good raps with that melodic flow. You feel me? And that's the thing, bro. Like everything else, though, like, and I know I'm supposed to talk about Nothing Matters. Trust me, we're gonna get to that. But I'm just. These are all the reasons of why I love the song, you feel me? So I gotta explain myself to y'all, man. I gotta give y'all the real breakdown, you dig? Like, it's your boy Ant Poe, man, Owen Anthony. I'm here for the artist, man. I'm here for the love of the music, for hip-hop, for the game, you dig? Like, that's what I'm here for. So we breaking it down for y'all, man. Come on, man. Eastbound Pro shit, you dig? Come on. Yeah, like, and Toufé, and then Lil Homies, those are songs that, like, those songs are reminiscent of older stuff that he's done before, you know, like Magic and even other songs like The Shining off the Vince. Like, come on, y'all, like these are all styles that he's been honing in, bro. Like I said, those songs remind me of other projects of him, because it's a party track, you know, and he even got that style from the Big Fish Theory too, you know, where he learned to make more party songs, and he talks about how people didn't like Big Fish Theory on Dark Times, you know, and which kind of gives me even more insight into like my theory that he really wanted to please the fans by giving them each of his styles, you know. And he's gonna say that he don't give a fuck about what the fans think, he's doing what the fuck he want to do, but like at the end of the day, bro, like, you know, he's an artist, he trying to make this bread, you know, and you gotta please the fans. So it's like, to me, this whole Dark Times was a fan service, yo. And yeah, man, we gotta let the plane go. It's popping today, yo. People are traveling today, man. The Traveler on some Chris Stapleton shit, man. Come on. Yeah, yo. Other songs I can think of at the time, Justin is like a storytelling song, right? And we really got that storytelling from him on that Ramona Park, you know. Everyone loves that song where he talking about the gun, you know. And Vince always been a storyteller, you know, because I mean, look at Nate. Nate is really the first song I ever heard from Vince that made me a fan. That's a whole storytelling song, bro. Off the Sean Coltrane too. That's a storytelling song, man. And that's what I mean. Where like Dark Times is everything. You got the stories, you got the party songs, you got the new style with the whispering, melodic shit, and then you got songs like Nothing Matters. You feel me? Where that song literally takes me back. How we get into it, y'all. We get into the track now. That song literally reminds me of why I'm a fan of Vince, yo. Like, that song gives me feelings of, oh, you scared, ain't you? Oh, you scared, ain't you? You getting bad, ain't you? Getting bad, ain't you? With the Janae on the Sean Coltrane too. That's what Nothing Matter reminds me of, yo. You know, reminds me of tracks like that. Reminds me of Earth Science. That's one of my favorite songs from Vince, yo. Like I said, off the Sean Coltrane, man. If you're a Vince Staples fan, you gotta check out that mixtape because it gives you a full perspective on just where he's at right now in his career, yo. And Nothing Matters, bro. That's like that song. That song reminds me. It literally puts me in a fucking time machine. It takes me back to listening to that mixtape when I was in fucking high school, yo. Like, that's fucking crazy that he was able to tap into that. And who knows, maybe that song is an old song and he didn't have to tap into anything. He just fucking uploaded the song into the album, like, you know, whatever. But either way, the fact that it made the album is so dope to me. And as an artist myself, and other artists will attest to this, when you're like in the mode of an album and you're making songs and stuff, a lot of the old stuff, you know, a lot of artists, we're very like consumed in the now, what we're doing. At least I am. You know, when you're making what you're making and you like what you like right now, the stuff you made in the past, it sounds like boo boo compared to the shit you're making right now. You know, everything you making right now is the best shit you ever made ever. You know that you know, it's like any rapper. Every time rapper do an interview, oh, it's the best album I ever made ever. You know, they always gonna say that shit because they trying to sell something, right? But they genuinely probably fucking feel like that too, and I bet they do, and I understand why. But that's why, like, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, Nothing Matters. It might be an old song, and if it is, like, it shows that, like, yo, hold on to your tracks, yo, believe in yourself, man. Like, believe in your music, even if it's old. It's like, just leave that shit, bro. It might fit the new wave that you on 5 years from now, 2 years from now, whatever. It's like Wet Dreams on 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That song old as fuck, bro. Like that song, he made that shit during like the Sideline Story shit, and it didn't make it to 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Like, that's crazy. And like I said, this is just a theory. Like Nothing Matters. It may not be old. If it's not old, it makes me love it even more. The fact that he was able to tap into that and make me fucking take me back to old mixtape days and when I became a fan of his, yo. That's why I love the song, bro. And the song's just raw too, man. And I'm gonna get really in depth right now on some like real artistry shit, but like just the way that song is recorded, like, that's a full one track, yo. He has no backing vocals. It's a very atmospheric beat, simple, and he's just going straight through with it, right? Just straight one vocal. And that's so fly to me, bro, and he doesn't do that in the album. He doesn't. The other songs like we talking about, Entufe, Lil Homies, he has a lot of ad-libs and do all this stuff. He's known for that in his music, you know, on the Dead Homies, all that shit. He be doing all that shit on ad-libs and everything. And very, you know, he's really honed in on that style, and Nothing Matters, though. He doesn't do that. He just goes straight, like the strategy for that song is just one track on some just straight raw, and I love that. I love raw hip hop, yo, because that's how hip hop started, bro. You never gonna beat that when it comes to making raw shit, and that's what I love about the song, man. And also he's also doing the whole Lauryn Hill, Nothing Matters, you know what I mean? And he said in interviews before too how big of a Lauryn Hill fan he is, so that's dope that he was able to pay homage. And whatever kid out there ain't never heard Lauryn Hill is gonna hear that song, and then years later he gonna end up hearing a Lauryn Hill song and be, oh shit, yo, like, where I know that from? I know that from Vince Staples. So I love that, bro. I love when they do that in hip hop, bro, because it just makes me think of like this song My by Johnny Gill. That my sure look good tonight. Like, when I first heard that song, when I heard it, right, it's like, oh shit, I heard this before. It's because Pleasure P did that same melody on the Plies Shawty remix. I love that remix by Plies, you know, with Pleasure P and Trey Songz. Pleasure P did that, and I just always remembered Pleasure P going crazy on that song, you know. And then years later, and that was like when I was in middle school, years later when I'm like an adult, I hear the Johnny Gill song and my mind blew, you know, my mind got blown, because I'm like, oh shit, I know this shit. So it's like, I love when you're able to teach in hip hop and teach in your music and pay homage and keep the love and keep the education moving forward for the next generation. You know, I love that shit. So the little ending on the song too, with that girl singing on the end, it's perfect, man. Vince always be doing that, you know what I mean? It's like when he put Snow Allegra on that Senorita, you know what I mean? Like, Snow ain't really even blow up yet at that time, you know what I mean? And he be putting random shorties on track at the end, you know what I mean? So that's dope. That shit dope. And yeah, man, Nothing Matters, man. That's what I got for y'all, man. That's why I love the song, bro. I know I went on a whole spiel, but y'all gotta know the whole backstory, you feel me? Nothing Matters, man. That is why I love the song. Feel me? Nothing Really Matters. Nothing Matters by Vince Staples. Yeah, man. It's your boy Ampo. And I'm out. Peace.